Welcome to the heartbeat of the nation, the pulse of the nation, where we keep our finger on the pulse. Yes, I am your host, Okapatia, General, the two-striped man with the medal on top, Vorna. My name is Paul Nunku. Today's episode, we are diving into the fame equation and the education equation. In the world fascinated by social media, fame, and education, is it more valuable now? I am who I am, and I'm educated vele as an artist, and I understand because I come from a background where I come from the streets. Was raised in Deep Kloof, Soweto, and I would understand particular things from the streets, and I would understand particular things in education. And my understanding of how education works is knowledge, because Vele I got to I got to go to school. I got to go to school to Koa. I went to school at the later age. Utlwana. So these particular things of education and how education helps an individual, it's profound because education can save your life. Education can open your gaze of understanding of what is life itself. So now, within the industry, our topic is diving into the buzzing matters when it comes to social media marriage versus academic marriage. Which one really matters when it comes to success and recognition at this particular point in time? I mean, the world is obsessed with likes, comments, followers, and viral posts. It is easy to forget about the tradition and the measurements of achievement, like academic merits. It is quite easy, we all know. But how do the two worlds, the social media merits and the valid indication of talent and potential, merge or come into play? We are also understanding that, or is it academic merit still the golden standard of our time? I mean, if one can break it down also on the comments, we'll be able to share and engage in these particular matters, because you must understand when we break it down, firstly, when you speak of media merit and fame, firstly, it's followers, likes, shares, comments, and these are the currency of social media. They can catapult someone to a stardom overnight. You know, you can think that you are talented or you have something, but it was just that moment that hits you that went stardom overnight, and we thinking about influencers, and we think of these TikTok stars or YouTubers, and many have built careers, I mean, based on solemnly on their online presence. They've built that, and like not also maybe focused on saying I'm building that, and one day I'll be able, or I'm practicing with this particular social media platform to be able to get skills so that I can represent a particular profession, or I am interested in learning a particular skill so that I can be able to venture into that world. We see them on YouTube, we see them on TikTok, we see them on Instagram making videos, acting, performing, creatively doing anything that they might, do. And with algorithms favoring engagement and creators, we find ourselves in spaces where some of us, certain things are synthesized, so be able to produce a beautiful content, and that gets attention. Somewhere we do certain things obviously to get attention. And lately on social media, you can understand Wesley, how these people are getting attention. I don't know if I'm misfiring. There is this particular sexuality when it comes to females, in which when they are portrayed in an influential way in these particular spaces, that's how they are objected to make a lot of this currency of followers, likes, and bring stardom overnight. It is because they might be sexuality's connotation within what they want to portray, and they make their videos trend, and the society loves that, and the society watch that. Anything that it's not normal in per se in our eyes as human beings or a nation, we find it interesting because we are also on social media, and once we are on social media as well, possibly our things don't trend, possibly we are liked by our families or whatnot. We would like to find ourselves engaging, man, because now it's a platform of performance. Even Shakespeare said it, the world is a stage and each and every one of us are characters in it. It's even worse now. We are acting via social media because this gadget now becomes a camera. It becomes a recording tool. So you record yourself, you are taking pictures. There's no way you're going to take pictures, you are awkward. Even now with my videos, some of you are looking at them and going, yo, this guy with his videos, and like, because it is normal for me to do this video and be able to speak to you and see my background and see my lighting and see me trying to figure out where is my information and whatnot, so that we are able to engage. And my blurry camera, you are going, hey, this outie. That's why maybe you're gonna pass my videos. That's why you're not gonna like my things. It because of I am not in the standard. You would understand that this must be in its standard. And as well, it is not made for that standard, because these platforms are made for such content that I might come and share content with you and share enlightenment with you and share knowledge with you. It's not all the time it's sexualized, it's not all the time problematized, it's not all the time criticizing, it's not all of the time problematic, but sometimes I come with hope and I come with vision and I come with sharing, as well as understanding. Like I said with this, are you a craft person that uses these social media tools in a correct manner, or is it you want to find yourself in spaces where no one has ever found it themselves in such spaces? And I know performers or actors or actresses, at some point they will ask you in an audition or in when you fill out your form, how many followers do you have? Yes, how many people are going to watch when we hire you and put you in that film or in that theater piece or in that TV series or in whatever that we are putting you on? Can you bring audience? And already do you have people which could be your audience that are looking at you like, yeah, as it, this one we are there? And what is the algorithm favoring engagement and like? Sometimes do we expect to be seen through these social media stunts, or have we built our careers through this online presence, so that when it comes to the real factor, being on a real situation, then we fall apart? Then certain things are questioned about our craft. Certain things are questioned about, was the scene correct? Was this made correct? Am I in the right career, or I'm just gonna I'm just gonna remove myself from this career because I'm uncomfortable, especially with females who find themselves in this career, and allegations will be thrown in terms of what has transpired in a particular set, and the male now needs to defend themselves and go, no, we were acting, I'm experienced, there was a coach here who coached us into the scene, there was a director, there were people on set who were there. So what that has to do with skill and social media as I'm speaking? Yes, there are those particular matters, like I said, that finds themselves in a pop cultural manner in which they are famous because of their influencing the world, and somehow how other production are willing to push their marketing. But I don't believe at this particular point in time that particular format pushed this particular production to be in such a marketing space. They're not those people. And the guy who find themselves in these allegations, I don't believe he's a small time actor. He's a big time actor. He understands what this has done, and what is it doing, what is it doing to his reputation, and what has it done, Vele. So he understands, and he finds himself in a space where he needs to clear his name. And obviously, he has a family, and you must understand at this particular point in time, everything now is falling apart because his career is questioned. Yes, the female might find herself going, I don't want to be part of this anime, because he knows or she knows she has certain things that she puts the food on the table with, and she might have find herself in a second nature, kind of like a profession. As creators, we need to understand that, that particular thing. And like I said, with algorithm favoring engagement, creators are incentivized to produce content that gets attention, sometimes at the expense of depth, academic rigorous. But does a high follower count equate to a real talent or influence? Does it? Like, for real, guys. Does a high follower count equated to raw, real talent that went to school? Or is it influencers and like? Some will argue vele to say social media metrics are a form of popularity context. Yes, I don't run away from that. Sometimes driving algorithms, trends, or even luck, but you know what? Others say reflect genuinely connection or relevancy in pop culture. It's where you should be if you're on social media and you have plus minus 100,000 K followers. Tina, when we watch these things, not even one view or two views. Sometimes we get 3 views. Sometimes we get 4 views. We know our journey and our trajectory, it's for future. We are planting seeds for the future, because this is part of documentation. What I'm doing is part of documentation. My children will watch this and say, our father was doing something at these times. This is what he was doing. He was educating. And it's even worse if I have to educate them in those particular times where they will be at and trying to find information and trying to find solutions about their current problems, because you must understand, you must trace back to be able to trace the future and find those solutions. You must look at history so that it doesn't repeat itself. So me, by making sure these particular documentation, these particular talks, these particular episodes, these particular engagements happen, it is because I understand the power of documentation. Because you must understand, some of these narratives, some of the history we are told, it was because some other people decided to document and some didn't document. So now we are capturing history, we are capturing the feel of history. And I'm genuinely doing that from the bottom of my heart. And if this comes with benefits, hooray, why not? Because we all need to eat at some point. So if you don't subscribe, if you don't follow, vele, what am I going to eat? Because I can't come back and say whatever that I need to say. YouTube needs data. And data needs money. Money needs, needs to be moved. And if money needs to be moved, if you just press subscribe or just press follow or watch these things when I drop, or share it with your friends when I'm, have a discussion about, are they proper? Am I making sense? Am I on the right track in making sure that our narrative is not conscried by anything else, but we are telling our narrative? Because you must remember, even Patrick Lumumba said it, and like to say, we will write our history. It will be not a history that is written in France, in Germany, in England. It will be our history that we have written ourselves, because everything is coming back to Africa. They can tell you now, even Europeans, wherever they are, I know they are listening, and it's even worse. Americans are like, we need to go home. Europeans understand the only safest place when they hit each other with those nuclear what, it is Africa, the safest place. Firstly, you cannot not destroy Africa. It's script. Make sure that at least in a day or so, making sure that person is prepared for what needs to happen. Don't just do these things of yours of calling somebody into an audition, casting them same time, and then taking them with the script, shooting what you're shooting. Let's shoot something, guys. Let's shoot. Take time also. Understand what you are doing. And at the end, sit down, reflect on what you have just done. Because you guys don't sit and reflect on what you have done. It's about the next project. And some of you don't even watch what you are doing. I've asked one cameraman at some point in my life, and I said, "Do you watch what you have just shot?" He goes, "Hey, I don't watch what I've shot. I don't even have this particular channel in me." I said, "You see, that means they don't watch these things. These people they shoot. They shoot J and then they go another way. Possibly they like to watch better things that what their better stories they are telling us. So it meaning whether they wanna watch something better, Tina, we must watch what they watch. They must do and we must accept what they do. Ladies and gentlemen, please follow, tell your friends, subscribe, comment, like, so that we can be able to support the channel. We can be able to continue with the channel. Sizokwazi ukuthenga ama-camera, sizokwazi ukuthenga ama-light, sizokwazi ukwenza busy, sikwazi uku-enlighten abantu. And obviously there might be courses that are coming. There might be programs that we might be bringing within the space just for enlightenment. This is not an Illuminati thing. This is us nje kahle kahle enlightening people, taking them to another level of enlightenment. Kahle kahle bafethu niziphathe kahle. The finger on the pulse. Always finger on the pulse. I am your host, Tukapatia, Opolno, General, the two-striped man with the medal on top. Minangiti Vorna, Vorna. See you next time, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, LGBTQ plus transgenders and them and they and kaufela sisonke, not discriminating anyone. See you next time.